Hello friends, in today's video we're going to be working on this VW Golf. We've got a problem here with the ignition barrel. So when you insert the key in, it doesn't rotate. We are unable to start the car up. We can only turn it enough to unlock the steering wheel, and after that it will not go any further. Okay, so we're going to be changing the ignition barrel. Here is the replacement barrel we got from eBay for £32. Just gonna show you how it looks. It has come with this mechanism which goes at the back, and the new key and the lock itself. So to start off with, what we're gonna do is we're gonna remove this trim here at the top and the trim at the bottom, this one here. Right, so we're gonna use this plastic tool to remove the trim at the top. Just gonna go on the other side now. Gonna do the same on this side. There we go. So that's the top trim of the steering column, nicely been removed. So the next thing we're gonna do is we're gonna remove the screw here, and it's a bit of a mission to turn the steering wheel. There we go. There's a screw on this side. So in order to gain access, you'll have to turn the steering wheel to the right and to the left to remove them. And then there's one screw underneath here, just let me turn the light on, this one here, and that will allow us to remove the steering column trim. So we're going to be using a T25 bit to remove these screws. There we go. So that's the right hand side screw removed. The steering wheel to the other side to gain access to the screw here on the left hand side. There we go. So that's the left hand side screw, nicely been taken off. So now we're gonna remove the screw at the bottom. There we go. So just gonna straighten the steering wheel again. Gonna pull the key out. There we go. So that's the steering column trim, the bottom one disengaged. So here is the ignition barrel. So we're gonna drop the steering column down. Alright, so the next thing I did is I pulled this trim out at the top. So it's secured by two clips which go here. So you put the center punch here and then tap it with the hammer, and that's how the screw comes off. So these screws can't be used again, so you'll have to replace it with the new ones. So here we go, just gonna pull this one out. So I'm gonna use a flathead screwdriver to just lift it up like this. There we go. So that's one of the screw taken off. We're gonna remove the left hand There we go. So that's the left hand side screw slackened off. Just gonna pull it out with the flathead screwdriver. There you go. That's the one. Bit of a mission to get to these. The head snaps once you tighten it with a certain torque. So these are like anti-tamper screws. Right, so next we're gonna undo these wire connectors. So just gonna remove this one so that we can gain access to the barrel. Right, so now that we have taken the barrel off, the complete barrel, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna insert the key in. Okay, so here's the key. So we're gonna bring it to the on position. There we go. So this is the on position. Then we're gonna fold the key like this, and then we're gonna insert this paper clip all the way in from this hole, and that should allow the locking mechanism to come off, which it has. There we go. So that's the locking mechanism out of the way. So just gonna remove the old mechanism. So we're gonna obviously discard this. We're not gonna use the new locking mechanism which came with this new mechanism. Okay, basically this new mechanism came with 3 items. So it came with the new key and the new lock. Okay, so this lock is basically it's got the immobilizer scanner inside here which scans the key. So if you insert that into the new barrel and fit that onto the car, it's not going to start till you reprogram the scanner and the key. So therefore we're not going to use the new key mechanism and the immobilizer which is built inside this. And so you got the female connector here, the male connector connects into here, and then that's how it reads the once you put the key in, that's how it communicates with the ECU via this connector here. So we're not going to use this, because if we use this then we'll have to reprogram the key. So we're gonna put this on the side and the new key obviously. So we're gonna bring in the old mechanism. The way old mechanism gonna fit in is like this onto the new part here. So just gonna bring it all the way in, line it up here, and then we're gonna pull the pin away, and that's how it gets locked. There we go. So that's the key mechanism nicely been seated into this slot here. So remember, we've got the chip inside the immobilizer chip inside the key fob, and we've got the scanner reader here which will read, and this is how it's going to allow the car to start. Right, there we go. That's the old locking mechanism gone on to the new parts. So just gonna demonstrate it to you. So that's how it should work. So this is off, key goes in, this is ignition on, and then this is to start the car up, this action here. So just gonna show you in this way. There we go. So that's the lock, steering lock, and then that's the ignition on here, and then you start the car up like this. Make sure that you use the old locking barrel which is here. 99.9% of the time is the middle piece, which is a problematic. This piece here. Okay, so that's what we changed, and we also changed the mechanism here with the new one. So we're just gonna fit this barrel back onto the car. Right, here we go. Just gonna fit the barrel back in. So the way it goes in is we're just gonna fit this connector here, just like that. There we go. We're gonna connect this immobilizer harness connector here. There we go. So just gonna push it all the way in here. Okay, and then we are using 2 new screws to secure the barrel from the top. So I've just inserted the right hand side screw to start with. That's to secure the barrel so that it doesn't drop off. Still loose, as you can see. So the next thing I'm going to do is we're going to connect this connector here. So the way it goes in is like this. Like this. There we go. So just going to secure the left hand side screw, which goes here. There we go, that's that, nice and tight. There we go, friends, that's that done. That's good enough. So now we're gonna start the car up just to make sure everything working fine. Just gonna press the clutch. So the next thing I'm gonna do is we're gonna fit this trim here. So just gonna clip it in here like this. Okay, and then just gonna rest it here. There we go. So just gonna bring in the bottom piece. Right, so the next thing I'm gonna do is we're gonna secure the 3 screws to secure this trim. So it's T25 screws, 1 on each side of the trim. There we go. So that's the right hand side screw nicely secured. Now we're going to turn the steering wheel the other way. Now we're going to secure this side of the screw. There we go, that's that done. So we're just going to secure the clips on both sides. One screw at the bottom, which we need to secure. So this screw goes in here. There we go, friends, that's the new locking mechanism nicely been fitted on this VW Golf. Thank you very much for watching the video.